buried under all the other crappy people that were being exposed on that website. Well, I was totally wrong because not even 48 hours later, the poop was hitting the fan. My girlfriend came home letting me know that the coworker was in a panic because someone exposed them on a gossip website. Turns out the other married woman was the one that found out first and called the coworker in a panic that she was going to get caught and didn't want to end up getting divorced. The coworker was stressing out because I don't think she had a good enough alibi to talk herself out of this. Turns out that by this time she had been meeting up with this secret lover a few times to hook up in parking lots and stuff. I'm a bit fuzzy on the details, but I vaguely remember my girlfriend telling me that the husband did find out about the affair. But I don't know if they ended up getting a divorce because my girlfriend didn't stay at that job much longer after that. So yeah, that's the story about how I got revenge on my girlfriend's coworker who hated me. But let me know, am I the jerk? Wow, this was a wild story, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm curious about this website the OP was talking about because I remember a couple of sites like this back in my day. I don't think any of them are still active because everyone just exposes people on Twitter now. I will say the OP does come off a bit insecure here. They were pretty vague on the details of exactly what was being said about them, but nonetheless, I can't say I blame him for exposing the cheating coworker. I'm all for people living their lives the way they want. If you want to hook up with a bunch of people, good for you, but it shouldn't come at the expense of others. This coworker was probably having a good time while the husband was at home with the baby, which if the roles were reversed, we all would.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, your day can be full of reminders of your condition. You weren't made for UC or Crohn's, but Entyvio is. In clinical trials, Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may
the baby, which if the roles were reversed, we all would hate the man in this situation. My only hope is that the men that were getting cheated on in this story ended up getting out of these bad relationships, because I don't think there's any way to work through those types of issues. My entitled parents made my life hell, so I had to outsmart them in clever ways. I'm an only child, not much extended family, and both parents were certainly doing their best, having themselves been poorly treated growing up, but sometimes a person's best is still not ideal. I grew up with this kind of parenting style where the kid could never win. There was always some sort of power trip, physical punishment for no clear reason, that would increase in severity if I so as much asked what I had actually done wrong, which led to, "You never questioned me." I had to follow weird rules to the absolute letter that didn't make much logical sense, but they only applied to me. My dad was the most controlling and would often try to intimidate me. Someone once said that he had small man syndrome, and at the time I guess I was the only one smaller than him. I would cop it if I did not do exactly what he said, in exactly the way he said it. Being pretty bright, I learned to find loopholes in his rules, and he couldn't say anything about it if I exploited them because I'd technically done